I don't know who ever says that ice in your wine is bad. It makes it so much better. Hi guys, so the topic of Wine Wednesday. Is Donald Trump the hottest man in the world? Apparently, he is better than all of us women combined. I mean, I know personally I have the hots for Donald like no other. Like, if Donald proposed to me, I'd be like, yes, bitch, I want a matching toupee. Like, let's get fucking married. I'm obviously kidding you guys. I am just shocked at how ignorant Donald Trump's comments have been towards women, especially since it's now 2016 and he's treating women as if they are sexual objects, and if they're not pretty or skinny enough, then he is not on their side, basically. I don't really like to do political videos. I'm not huge into politics, but I do care about who runs the country, and I do not want Donald Trump being that person. But all that aside, I do know there's other YouTubers who have made their opinions about it, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion at the end of the day. So people should respect that. I just want to give you guys some facts about actual quotes that Donald Trump has said about women. I'm going to be responding to some of these comments that Donald Trump has made, and let's just dive right in, because I honestly could go on for probably 3 years about all the offensive things he said. Okay, this is one of his tweets. While Bette Midler is an extremely unattractive woman, I refuse to say that because I always insist on being politically correct. Obviously he's being sarcastic here, but I just really don't understand why someone with such a social media following, and he influences so many people, would be saying just like random stuff like you're unattractive. Like, that's just a low blow. Like, why would you do that? Honestly, Donald Trump thinks he's like the popular girl in high school and he can just tell people that they're ugly and fat, and because he has money that he can just do whatever he wants. Angelina Jolie has slept with too many guys to be attractive, which is a very sexist comment because there's plenty of guys. He has had actually 3 wives, so to say that it's okay for him to be with a lot of women but not Angelina Jolie to be with a lot of men is very sexist. Yeah, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Angelina is sexy as fuck, first of all, and her sexual habits are actually none of your business. So I don't know why he talks about people like they're never gonna read it or they're never gonna see it. He just honestly doesn't care about other people's opinions at all, and that's not a good thing. It's like you're openly bullying people in the social media and you're running for president. He also said about Hillary Clinton, if Hillary Clinton can't satisfy her husband, what makes her think she can satisfy America? My jaw is on the floor to that comment. That is so cringy though. Like, you are pointing blame at Hillary for Bill's mistake. He hooked up with Monica Lewinsky and cheated on Hillary, but it's Hillary's fault that she didn't satisfy Bill Clinton enough. I honestly believe like he'll get assassinated because like the things he says are so crazy. In 2011, when a lawyer facing Trump asked for a break to pump breast milk for her infant daughter, Donald reacted very poorly. Quote, he got up, his face got red, he shook his finger at me and screamed, "You're disgusting! You're disgusting!" And he ran out of there. That's what Elizabeth Beck told CNN. Trump's attorney does not dispute that his client called Beck disgusting. So you have someone now who is looking down on women for breastfeeding. There's nothing disgusting about it, Donald. It is one of the most natural things that we can do as a woman who has had a baby. To say you're disgusting for feeding your child the way that we were literally meant to is so ignorant. Like, how are women voting for you? I do not understand. Like, women's rights do not exist in Trump's mind. Your rights involve making him a motherfucking sandwich. And that's it. Make me a sandwich, suck my dick, is his fucking motto for women. He doesn't respect us at all. And if you're voting for him, why? Like, women's rights are very important. Abortion rights are very important. gay marriage is very important. He doesn't believe in that. Like, you guys have to think about the big picture of rights, and we're backtracking if we pick Trump. And then he says in 2004, it's certainly not groundbreaking news that the early victories by the women on The Apprentice were, to a very large extent, dependent on their sex appeal. So you pick girls because they're pretty. That's not sexist at all. All the women on The Apprentice flirted with me, consciously or unconsciously. That's to be expected. Obviously, Donald, obviously they all flirted with you because you are the sexiest man alive. Like, everyone is waiting to suck your fucking dick. All these bitches love you, honey. We all just want to fucking make out with your fucking Oompa Loompa ass. Like, bitch, no. What are you talking about? He thinks he's so sexy, and it's like, for someone to be talking about people's appearances, it's so ironic. Like, I'm not gonna pick apart his physical appearance, but come on with that toupee, dude. That is like 40 years old. Like, you have money. Like, why does your hair look like that? Why is your hair orange? A couple more about women, and then I'll go into just a few comments he's made that are racist and really offensive. This is on Twitter. Ariana Huff is unattractive both inside and out. I fully understand why her former husband left her for a man. He made a good decision. Low motherfucking blow, Donald. You do not air someone's dirty laundry out on the internet just because you don't believe in what they're saying. You don't say, well, your fucking husband left you. Like, that is so unnecessary. It just proves that you don't have anything to back up your statement besides insulting her relationships or her appearance. Which brings me to his comments about Rosie O'Donnell. He says, Rosie O'Donnell's disgusting both inside and out. You take a look at her, she's a slob. She talks like a truck driver. She doesn't have her facts. She'll say anything that comes to her mind. Honestly, Donald, that sounds like you, bitch. Sounds like you. You'll say anything that comes to your mind. You don't have your facts straight because you're saying really ignorant shit all the time, and you too talk like a truck driver, which I personally don't think is a bad thing, and women should be able to swear, so fuck you, bitch. If I were running The View, I'd fire Rosie. I mean, I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. I'd say, Rosie, you're fired. First of all, him calling people ugly is the most ironic thing, and he does it a lot, so it's like, what the fuck. He has a complex about something, like, I don't know, he has like issues with women. To say that fat and ugly, like, it's so unnecessary. You know, it really doesn't matter what the media write as long as you've got a young and beautiful piece of ass. So, next president of our country, people. Choose wisely. It's killing me that people are like, forget about women's rights, they don't matter. Think about this instead. It's like, no, I care about women's rights. I'm a fucking woman. You care about things that affect you, and you should care about things that affect other people as well. He said things about Muslims, how they should have to carry ID to make sure they're not a terrorist. Like, racist as fuck, first of all. Another thing he said a lot of things about Mexican people and Latinos in general. He also says, when Mexico sends its people, they're not sending the best. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists. And some, I assume, are good people. Actually, 9% of rapes are committed by Latinos, and 71% are committed actually by white males. So it's looking a little like you did no research on that at all to just accuse people of being rapists because they're from a different country as you. So he says, I will build a great wall, and nobody builds walls better than me, believe me, and I'll build them very inexpensively. I will build a great wall on our southern border, and I will make Mexico pay for that wall. Mark my words. I would actually love to see that. Like, can I buy a ticket to see Trump telling Mexico that they're paying for that wall? Like, I will see it, and they'll go, no.
But please. Like, I told people that I was gonna, like, have you pay for the wall, and, like, it's awkward now because you're not gonna.
No, we fucking hate you, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
It's like, you guys realize, you have to realize, like, other countries already don't like us. Now, if Donald Trump is going to be the leader of our country, we are going to go to shit. Like, people are going to hate us even more than they do already now. Like, we are at nuclear peace in Iran, and he could potentially ruin that with some of the comments that he says about Muslims. I am very surprised at the fact that he actually has a fucking chance to win. You know, he's racist, he's homophobic, he's very sexist, and it just blows my mind that people are like, yeah, he's not politically correct, let's elect him as president. It's like, how is that a positive thing? He's a blunt person, but he's not blunt in an effective way. He's blunt in an offensive way, and he is offending a lot of people, and that's why I can't believe he is getting the Republican vote. He is going to be the Republican candidate, mark my motherfucking words, and that is so unfortunate. So feel the motherfucking burn with me. Bernie Sanders all the way. And if you don't vote, I mean, if you vote for Donald Trump, that's your prerogative. Like, I don't hate you because you vote for Donald Trump, but like, think about it before you do it. Like, just think really hard and do your research before you're voting for this guy. Just think about why you're voting for him, and think about, a lot of people say things that they're gonna do that they really have no power over doing them. So just think about that. I mean, there's a lot of things that politicians say that they're gonna do that they never do, and that goes for every politician. But just think about Donald Trump. You know, 4 bankruptcies, he's had 2 divorces, he inherited at least, he's admitted to, $1 million, but a lot of people know it's a lot more than that he inherited from his father to start all these businesses that he says he built from the ground up. Not true. So just think before you vote for someone so ignorant. You know what I mean? Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I know Trisha Paytas did a video on Donald, and she had a lot of hate for that video, and I still like Trisha. I don't think anything's wrong with Trisha. I think maybe her views are a little skewed, but that's her prerogative. If she wants to vote for Donald Trump, let her vote for fucking Donald Trump. You know what I mean? That's our right. We have that right to vote, and everyone's entitled to their own. But yeah, that's why it's tricky talking about politics on the internet, because you never know what people's views are gonna be. But my views are that I fucking can't stand him, and I know a lot of people agree with that, and I definitely am not gonna be voting for Donald Trump. So cheers to fucking Bernie Sanders, or whoever you vote for. I hope it's not Donald, but if it is, may the odds be forever in our motherfucking favor. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.